New Albany, Ohio, a $100 billion fortress of silicon rising from the raw earth.
They moved 4 million cubic yards of dirt just to clear this spot. That's enough to fill 250,000 dump trucks.
For her safety.
Million-pound superloads on rural streets. This is the physical weight of American sovereignty. Intel 18R text. R. Shifting the industry from 3D transistors to the gate-all-around architecture of ribbon FET.
It gives us absolute control over the electricity, meaning more speed with way less heat.
To print at this scale, the floor cannot move, not even by a single micron. ISO Class 1. Air 10 million times cleaner than your home. Humans are the contaminant.
Every worker here is sealed behind a bunny suit. We shed 10 million skin cells an hour.
Beneath the floor, a chemical refinery. Millions of gallons of water scrubbed of every single ion. Intel is betting the Heartland can reclaim the global lead. The race is far from over. Arrival of the first superloads, a 916,000-pound unit requiring a 9-day road closure.
The basement is finally complete. We've achieved the Go Vertical milestone. 5 million labor hours have...
We're nuts.
The Waffle Slab Foundation. 3 feet of reinforced concrete to support the world's heaviest tools. High-NA EUV tools, 165 tons each, printing features only a few atoms wide. Pneumatic springs act as low-pass filters. They isolate machines from the sound of the earth itself.
At 8 angstroms, even a heartbeat becomes an earthquake. Without this vibration isolation, the subatomic patterns of the...
Power via. Moving the power grid to the backside for a 30% increase in chip density. A vertical gale of purity. Air change 10 times every minute to push contaminants away. Intel needs 33,000 technicians, retraining farmers and students in the world's most advanced front line.
We need to check the doping concentration on this.
This is a geopolitical anchor, ensuring the chips powering our AI are born in the Heartland. High-NA components arrive via specialized aircraft, ensuring zero shock or tilt during transport. The phase shifts, from how we build it to the physics of global power inside.
We've finished the concrete. Now we enter the machine.
To print at 8 angstroms, you have to control every single molecule.
The ceiling is a solid wall of filters. Light travels with unprecedented precision here. Ultra-pure water, scrubbed until it becomes hungry enough to eventually dissolve metal pipes.
Think about that. The water is so clean it's technically dangerous. But without it, the chemical etching on these wafers would be riddled with microscopic debris.
Ultra-pure water, scrubbed until it becomes hungry enough to eventually dissolve metal pipes. The reticle limit, forcing engineers to stitch multiple patterns together with atomic precision. Coordinating 10,000 partners, every bolt is tracked in a real-time digital twin. Security is now digital hardening. Counter-espionage is critical to American technological sovereignty. The 165-ton ASML tool, the most precise instrument ever produced by human hands.
Aperture lithography. By increasing the angle of the light, we've reached an 8-nanometer resolution.
Mirrors polished so accurately that an Earth-sized bump would be shorter than a blade of grass. Precision has a cost. Halved print fields force engineers to stitch patterns at the atomic level. The jump from harvesting corn to monitoring billion-dollar vacuum systems, the ultimate career evolution.
We're facing a shortfall of 33,000 workers.
Intel isn't just building fabs, they're rewriting the curriculum for the entire state.
The fiber ring, a hardened fortress where 9 subsea cables from the Pacific terminate. Barges up the Ohio River, a logistical dance involving state police and precision timing. Geopolitical adversaries are no longer just watching. They are pre-positioning within the infrastructure itself. Salt Typhoon, state-sponsored actors inside systems, preparing a strike to paralyze the Heartland. Intel is playing a different game, processing twice as many wafers as its rivals in Arizona.
TSMC is sticking with traditional EUV for now, but Intel is jumping straight to high NA. It's a move that could leapfrog the entire industry.
Project Vault, a $10 billion strategic reserve of cobalt, nickel, and rare earths. Securing the Pacific floor, bypassing international bodies to secure the minerals of the next century. Hardened fiber nodes and secret warehouses, the U.S. is decoupling survival from global trade.
But as we move into the end of the decade, the question is no longer just can we build it, it's how do we power it?
Welcome to the future of energy infrastructure.
The Janus program, nuclear microreactors allowing bases to island from a failing civilian grid. The Heartland consumes massive electricity. Without independent power, this asset is just a paperweight. The human toll of this transition. Over 5 million hours poured into this ground.
But when you talk to the people here, you realize this isn't just a factory. It's a resurrection of the American middle class.
A race against time. The Silicon Heartland faces a global talent shortage as 2030 approaches. At 18 angstroms, there is no error. Ohio is the choice for mass production. Final positioning. 165-ton machines must be aligned to less than a millimeter. By 2031, the largest complex in the West, the brain of the American industrial machine. An educational marathon, rebuilding intellectual capital to man the world's most advanced machines. Data travels through a digital fortress, landing stations designed to survive direct attacks. Stakes are technological sovereignty. If we lose the subatomic, we lose the future. The Heartland has risen. The real battle is just beginning. Coming up, the 18A node. Racing toward the next horizon, node 14A, designed for a 15% jump in performance. Transition is about yield. Intel reports monthly improvements to make these billion-dollar fabs viable. Turbo cell technology, unprecedented transistor packing, moving the industry toward the angstrom era. The ultimate prize, chips like Panther Lake built to reclaim the lead from Asia.
The stakes for 14A are absolute. This isn't just a factory, it's a make-or-break survival strategy.
A high-tech circulatory system, nitrogen and oxygen separated on site so the fab never stops. Hardened command nodes, 9 subsea cables creating a fiber advantage for US AI sovereignty. Designed to survive cable strikes, ensuring the Heartland remains connected to the cloud. Security redesign. Investigations into Salt Typhoon have forced a new digital perimeter. The machines go live. The transition to a national security asset is now complete. People like Jim, a farmer for 30 years, now monitoring 18A vacuum systems. A stackable credential system, turning retail workers into technicians in just months.
Intel isn't just building fabs, they're rebuilding the Midwest's industrial soul. By partnering with over 80 colleges, they're creating a talent pipeline.
Janus microreactors, 5-foot lead shielding to protect critical defense systems during grid collapse. Consuming more power than small nations, this asset remains the ultimate infrastructure target. Strategic national stockpile, securing the minerals that make these chips possible. Bypassing international bodies for deep-sea mining, securing raw materials for the next century. Hardening survival for the cyber age, from Site R to the new Doomsday Fleet. Airborne command posts, shielded from EMP pulses to keep the nation's brain online.
We are building a world where technological sovereignty is the only true defense. But as we harden our systems,
Price measured in lives, over 6 million hours logged to lead the world again. A permanent neighbor, repositioning a state once left behind to the global center. Education is the dividend, rebuilding intellectual capital from the ground up. Capacity for 8 monolithic fabs, the future brain of the Western world. Final calibration, 165-ton machines aligned to less than a millimeter before first light. The race for the future is a marathon, defining the lead in the subatomic world. Guardians of the Angstrom, the front line of a new industrial revolution. A geometric masterpiece. By 2031, the largest semiconductor manufacturing complex in history. A promise. Technology defining our lives will be built by American hands. A testament to what we can build when the stakes are everything. Every wafer is sovereign territory, protected from dust, heat, and the eyes of adversaries. Ripple effects in every corner. Thousands of jobs transforming the Midwest once again. Self-sustaining, breathing its own air and refining its own water for endless production. An elite class of technicians, a new standard for precision American labor. The grid is the lifeline, reshaping energy infrastructure for the entire Midwest. Architecture of the future. Each gate is a decision in the AI revolution. From high steel to clean room floors, $100 billion bet on America. The Heartland is online. The race for the Angstrom is finally here. The first chips leave the site. Reshoring technology is now a physical reality. Silicon and steel, built to ensure the future is made right here. Mastery of light, precise control enabling the AI processors of the 2030s. Mastery of light, precise control enabling the AI processors of the 2030s. The transition is complete, a retrained front line for a high-tech fortress. The vault is sealed, shielding American manufacturing from global supply shocks. Nuclear microreactors, ensuring our defense remains islanded from a failing grid. 9 cables terminate, protecting the Western world's data sovereignty. The Doomsday Fleet is in service, a $13 billion insurance policy for the nation. The ripple effect is permanent. Over 350 local suppliers reigniting the Midwest. Silicon and steel, technology of the future made with American hands. In the race for the subatomic, our most powerful tool is resolve.